Hey, all, this is Rick Keyes Music Caravan. And you can see I'm here on the coast here in Oceanside, California. And we got a blues show coming up for you. I want to show you, I've got that wonderful shirt, the Rick Keyes family. And I do want to thank my family, Dr. Keyes, and all the other Keys that stepped in when I was busy getting my schnozola worked on. So thank you all. And I'm not totally healed, but I'm way better than I was before. And we did find Dr. Keyes. He was hiding out from Dark Keys back in the mental institution. Still looking for Patio Keys. So hopefully we find him soon, especially before St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, as you can see, we are live at the moment. But I want to let you know. Let me see if I can adjust that screen a little bit. Okay, so here's what's going on in the show today. See that Keyes, Rick Keyes. All right, so got some new stuff. Some of these are ones that I found. Rick Keyes found. Some came from promoters, good promoters. Some didn't come from promoters, bad promoters. Okay, so anyway, let's start out with some of the stuff that I personally found. I got one. It's a EP from Gretchen Emery Band, and it's called "If Love Were Enough." So we're going to hear some of that. Steve Harvey, he's got some really great music on this release. So he sent to me. It's called "Big Road Blues." So we'll hear that. Here's another one I looked for and found. It was on the RMR charts. Not there now. It should be. Some pretty darn good music on there. And that is, hold on. His name, the name of the release is Roots, and it's Jet Black. Jhett, Jet Black with Roots. This one is kind of cool. I like it. A lot of good music on here. Dustin Arbuckle and the Damnations, the Damnations, and their release is called My Getaway. So these are all ones that are not necessarily on the Roots Music Report at the moment, or the RMR chart. Here's another one, not on the chart, but has some great music. It's called Babu or Babo, Babaux, and the Peacemakers, Lucky 13. Some great songs on that one. There's one from Brad Absher and the Superials. It's called Tulsa Tea. There's another one that's kind of unique, more Americana roots, but a lot of great music on here. Ryan Lee Crosby and Winter Hill Blues. Can you see that? Winter Hill Blues. Okay. Let's continue here. Okay, now we're getting into more of the albums from 2022 that made it to the Rick Keyes Music Caravan. Top blues album releases for 2022. This one's more kind of rock blues as compared to acoustic blues or Delta blues, but a lot of great music on there. Has made it to my 2022 top blues album release list, and it's Supersonic Blues Machine. Voodoo Nation is the title of that one. A lot of great music on there. This one isn't even on the RMR chart, but it made it to my chart, to my top blues albums. The Matt Woods Band almost made it. Well, he's almost made it to, well, he was on the RMR chart for a while, but not there now. However, he did make it to my chart, which is more important, the Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues Show. Top blues albums. There's another new one. So those are two that are going to be making it to my top 2022. And now we're actually into the Roots Music Report chart. This one has been on the chart before, and then it dropped down, and now it's back up there again. Moving up from number 67 to number 44, Levittown. Trying to keep my head above water. Some really great songs on there. And well, I guess I need to mention this one. Here's another gentleman that made it to my top blues album release list for 2022. Albert Castiglia, I Got Love. He is currently at number 42, moved up from 54. Janova Magnus is at number 38 with Hard to Kill on that RMR chart. David Lumsden, he is at number 37, and he actually signed this one to me. You see that? To Rick. David Lumsden, what's the title of that? Rooted in the Blues. David Lumsden. Okay, so now we got a special treat for you. I got some Bob Corritore coming up. Bob Corritore's You Shock Me, Bob Corritore and Friends, is currently number 36 on the RMR chart. And good news, Bob Corritore is going to be playing with John Primer at Humphreys Backstage this coming Monday. So I'm going to play some more Bob Corritore for you because he's got a lot of releases here from Biztone Records. So this is one. Here's another one, Spider in My Stew. So I'll probably play a song off that one. Bob Corritore, premier harmonica player. And then here's even another one, Kid Ramos and Bob Corritore, Phoenix Blues Session. So these are, releases that he did when he played with these different blues stars, and he recorded them. And so you're going to hear more of those. Oh, wow. Even one more, Bob Corritore, Henry Gray, and Bob Corritore Sessions Volume 2. So you're going to be hearing some music from Bob Corritore. As I mentioned, he will be playing with John Primer at the Humphreys Backstage. I'm going to be there, so hopefully you guys get there too. Mark Pocket Goldberg, he is at number 32 with Off Balance Blues. Mark is actually from Sylmar, California. I located his music. He was nice enough to send it to me. Unlike some promoters out there. Actually, you're going to get to hear his music. It's doing pretty well. Johnny Sansone, he did make it to my Rick Keyes Music Caravan Top Blues for 2022 with his release Into Your Blues. You'll hear some of that. This one was kind of surprising because it's all instrumental, but it's really good piano play. We've got some great piano players. The next person coming up is really good too. Henri Herbert. He is at number 27 with Boogie Till I Die. That probably will be the theme of my life, Rick Keyes Music Caravan, Boogie Till I Die. Speaking of great piano players, we've got Ben Levin. He's got a new release called Take Your Time. It's at number 21. Alligator Record Labels, Shamikia Copeland. She's at number 11 with Done Gone Too Far. This lady's music just came out, and her name is Angela Straley. She's at number 9 with this release, Ace of Blues. And Annika Chambers and Paul Desilore from Canada, they have a release called Good Trouble, and that is number 7 on the RMR chart. Last but not least, another one that has made it to the Rick Keyes Music Caravan Top Blues Albums for 2022, John Primer and Hard Times. He is at number 6. So John Primer is going to be playing with Bob Corritore, as I mentioned, Monday at Humphreys Backstage in San Diego, California. Good chance I'll have John Primer call and chat a little bit with me so I can tell him that he did make it to my top blues album chart, talk a little bit about his upcoming show, and a little bit about the history of John Primer and some of the great bands that John Primer's played with. So, kind of looking forward to that. So, stay tuned. You guys all know how to listen now. It's the Rick Keyes Music Caravan. That's how you spell it. Keyes, Rick Keyes Music Caravan, and that is on YouTube. You subscribe. Once you subscribe, then there's a bell. Press that bell that brings my show into your abode, wherever your abode may be on a regular basis. And also, there's a thumb icon, press that. That helps spread the good news of Rick Keyes Music Caravan to everyone in the world. And you can also follow on Twitter, Rick Keyes Music Caravan. There's how you spell it. And on Facebook. So stay tuned. Lots of great music coming up this week's show. And hopefully, if you haven't got your tickets to John Primer and Bob Corritore, go to San Diego County Blues Lovers, and there'll be more info, or just look up John Primer, and you can probably find out the shows that are going to be available here in Southern California. So stay tuned. Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues Show coming up. In the stream.